So that's when my heart just sunk. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going in to see a monster right now.
We should have been protected, and we weren't. We've all been failed.
A patient and a former coworker. These two women have found themselves in a Virginia courtroom again and again over the last 2 years, fighting to be heard.
I can't imagine what the other people have gone through and how it's affected their life.
At the center of the conflict, Keith Henry, a North Carolina nurse practitioner who has worked at a slew of hospitals and clinics across the state, Virginia, and Florida.
When did you learn that you weren't the first?
After I gave my testimony with the detective.
Keith Henry sexually assaulted Jolene Weaver when she was his patient at primary and urgent care in rural Virginia. A judge found him guilty, a verdict upheld on appeal. But Jolene Weaver was not Keith Henry's first accuser. By 2023, she was at least his sixth. And it would take 2 more accusers to stop him. May 21st, 2018. The Huntersville Police Department just outside Charlotte got a call.
Yes.
A young woman told police a man had sexually assaulted her as a child, repeatedly, between 2002 and 2008. The name on the suspect sheet, Keith Henry. 18 years earlier, a police department outside Tampa got a similar call. Between 2000 and 2018, a total of 5 women and children, all different cases and places, accused Keith Henry of some form of violence. Each time, Keith Henry would deny it, and each time, either prosecutors, police, or a jury would accept his side of the story.
2 women had accused this man of something violent in the months prior to him getting his license in North Carolina. Why would that not raise any red flags?
So I can't say that the board was aware of that history at the time. If it's not related to the nursing practice, we have to look at a conviction.
But his history as a nurse is far from clean either. His license was suspended twice for practice-related issues. We also discovered 2 hospitals either fired him or asked him to resign in lieu of firing him. The rest of the institutions are private employers, which means we can't get his personnel information.
Do nurses have to report when they resign in lieu of termination for any reason?
So the licensee would not be required to report the resignation.
Henry was free to keep working, changing jobs according to his resume every couple of years. Until one day in rural Virginia, Jolene Weaver paid the price.
Why aren't people doing their job? It should have never, ever happened.
What is Keith Henry accused of doing to that second woman you just heard from? Why did the North Carolina Board of Nursing leave him licensed after they knew he was wanted by police? And why, with a history of at least 5 accusers, was Keith Henry able to keep getting jobs and go on to assault Jolene Weaver? I've spent a year asking those questions. Neither Keith Henry nor his defense attorney have responded yet to my attempts to get his side of the story, but I've quoted his perspective at length from public records. Shattered Trust, our all-new investigative series, is available to binge right now on all of WBTV's streaming platforms, and it's going to be airing all next week at 7 o'clock in On Your Side Tonight.